Hi everyone, my name's Andrea Marzilli and I'm a science teacher for the course Sustaining the Future, a 5-credit CCP level course for seniors and juniors. My contact information is there and please do not hesitate to reach out if you have any questions about how your child is doing the course or anything else. The Google Classroom codes are below, and more information about the course and all of the assignments, whether it's for days in school or at home, can all be found on our Google Classroom. Our curriculum is expansive, covering many different topics in environmental science. We start the year looking generally at climate science before looking at human impacts on climate. We discuss ecological conservation, specifically looking at Blue Hills Forest and coastal environments here in Quincy, such as the marshes. We also look at green energy with a focus on solar and wind. And then your child becomes an architect and urban planner during Unit 5, where we design cities and houses with a green lens. We also discuss environmental justice, looking at the disproportional effects of climate change on various communities and the intersection of social justice and climate change. We also discuss environmental policy and law, looking at our local politics, our regional politics, our nationwide politics, and also global politics. We have 2 ongoing topics, one of which is current events, looking at climate change, environmental science, and policy in the news. And the other one is a project that I'll discuss later in the slides. The expectations are ones that we came up with together at the start of the year so that we all uphold ourselves and each other to these 3 major expectations that will show each other respect and ourselves respect. We'll be patient and understanding and knowing that this year is something very challenging and different for us all. And we'll be patient with each other, knowing that learning takes time and we're all trying our best to be our best. And we also decided that we want to give our best effort, and that's an expectation we'll hold each other to. Our grading policy is as follows: 10% for participation and attendance, 30% for quizzes, 40% for classwork, and 20% for labs, projects, major assignments. Aspen will be the way to check on grades. Google Classroom will just show whether or not your student has something missing, but Aspen will be updated every few days, so it should be a relevant reflection of the grade. If your child is absent, they will have to make up the work. It's all posted online and typically can be done whether or not you're actually in class. However, there are some activities that if it's a hybrid in-class day, then you'll need to be hybrid and in-class to do. If your child is absent, just have them send me an email and we'll discuss making up the work. If assignments are late, they're technically going to decrease in value of the overall grade. However, I understand this year there's going to be immense challenges. And as long as the communication is kept open, I am very willing to work with you and your student in order to achieve a successful year. Our classroom highlight is a long-term grant-funded project about climate education. So each class will have a specific amount of funding where they'll work together to choose a topic that they want to educate the public on about our current climate crisis. They'll choose how to teach the public, whether it's a documentary or a podcast or a public event, likely through the computer, or a public art display, something of the sort. Students will self-organize to complete these projects on smaller teams based on their interests and involvement in the project. And we'll also work with local organizations, activist groups, and mentors in Quincy so that we're really connected to the community in solving this current crisis. The cool thing about this project is it develops a lot of real-world problem skills that can be put on job resumes and college applications. I'm really excited to work with you and your child and your students this year. I love teaching this class and I love teaching about this topic, and I'm excited to continue working with you all. If you have any questions or have anything that you'd like to say, please reach out through email. I'm here to support you and your child through this exciting yet challenging year.